Hello everybody, and welcome back to our Run and Gun Mercenary playthrough of Path of Exile 2, where we're hopefully testing whether the crossbow is better than it used to be. Hasn't seemed that way so far, but we're going to keep trying and see how it goes. We need to head to the Ogham Farmlands to continue clearing through Act number 1. So let's go ahead and do that. We already finished the Una quest here, so all we have to do is just find our way through into the actual village of Ogham. So we'll just kind of follow the road and see where it takes us. We are doing a freeze and explosion thing right now until we actually get the...
Down!
Okay. We're doing a freeze and explosion kind of thing until we actually get the ability that we need for the actual build we're doing. I know I said actual too many times there. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on fighting, and it's a little bit difficult to do that when I'm being swarmed by people. It's going to be galvanic shards. That's the build. That's what the build that we're going to be using is centered around. But you don't get galvanic shards until you get level 5 gems. So, unfortunately, we're kind of stuck doing this little awkward freeze and then switch to the fragmentation rounds to explode the enemies. Could be an interesting actual build if swapping ammo just didn't take so long. I don't know. It's just really clunky the way that it works. You also have to be super careful to make sure that you're not overpowering your freeze ability. You want it to do just enough to actually freeze people, but not so much that it kills them, because the AoE damage that you get is based off of actually causing them to explode with fragmentation rounds, and if you kill them with one shot, then, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose. There we go. So yeah, we just need to find our way through here, then we can get into Ogham Village. Scum eye, huh?
Not today! Another notch on me helmet.
Not particularly interested in a hunting spear, but we can break it down for parts. There we go. Like, if I can keep some distance, it seems like I can get some decent freezing happening, but you gotta keep the distance. Oh, here's the crop circle. That's good. That's like kind of like the last point of interest kind of thing that we need. Trying to freeze things and then explode them, but this is the part about what I'm talking about where it feels like it takes a really long time. It's why it feels so clunky, because to get the you have to shoot with the freeze, and then you have to switch to your frag round, and then you have to switch back to the freeze, and you have to switch back to the frag round. And that wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be a bad combo if it just didn't take so long to switch. Like, the switching part just takes a really long time, it feels like. And on a build like this, where, you know, you're kind of relying on the explosion of the freeze to do AoE damage, if it takes a long time to switch to the weapon that activates that ability, then, you know, it renders it almost kind of useless, because by the time you actually switch to your frag shot that detonates the thing, most of the things that were nearby what you froze have already moved on and aren't really close anymore, so I don't know.
So the hooded one was right.
I would really like to see a change with the way that the reloading works to make this class a little bit more fun. Because, like, I don't like having to stop constantly to do this. And then by the time I got him, he unfroze. Like, oh man. There's way too much management that has to happen to make this character work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Close and personal.
And I wouldn't mind it if it felt like, I don't mind the management part of it. It's just it's not comfortable. There's no comfort in it. it just feels like it just takes too long to swap. There's a lot of like, can I get to it, please? Like, and that's just not a good feeling to have. It's just really, really not a good feeling to have. I don't know. We have a pretty decent amount of dexterity. I'm gonna switch over to doing some strength, just because I don't know. Well, hold on. Let's look at these abilities really quick. We have Galvanic Shards, which is where is it? Where are the? It's not telling me what the. It's not telling me what the requirements are for it. Shock burst rounds. Okay, hold on. I guess we're gonna have to do it this way. I did pick up a thing here, so let's do this. We have Galvanic Shards, which is pure dex base. We have shock burst rounds at some point. Where's that on the tree? Shock burst rounds. Shock burst rounds, which is dexterity base, is. Yeah, some of the... No, there's definitely strength involved. Hold on, did I miss that on the gal... Oh, yeah, 20 strength. I'm not even going to be able to use it unless I start doing some strength. So, yeah, we're going to have to start adding some strength into this. Probably going to have to swap some out, because... Oh, no, we're barely at the number that we need. All right, cool. Okay, so let me remove that, because I keep accidentally doing that. See, and the aiming on this is just super frustrating.
Undead wretch!
I want the aiming to aim where my cursor is pointing, not where the game thinks I want it to aim. Because I was clearly aiming at the dude that was behind, but it still aimed at the guy that was there. That's kind of irritating. I'd really like that to change. And then I can't get enough distance to get some decent freezing happening, so... And like, the aiming is actually really important, because if you can't aim at the thing you're trying to explode, and it forces you to do something else, then it's really gimping your ability to cause the explosions that you want. Alright, I don't even know where I am. We're just gonna kind of wander around and hope that we find where we're supposed to go. It's clearly not that way. You like my little witch's cackle there? Didn't really expect that to come out that way, just kind of did. There we go. See, it's not too bad if I can, because like I have pierce on my frag rounds to make it so that ideally I pierce through the enemies and actually hit the frozen guy. But then, you know, if it doesn't aim where I tell it to aim, and it just kind of assumes that I want to hit the nearest dude, then that doesn't really help me.
Back down or die!
See, that doesn't... Like, it's... There's no perfect balance in the way that this works, you know? It's like... Oh my god, I was aiming behind me. Why are you insisting that I face that direction? That was not the direction I was facing. And it's not the area, it's not where I was pointing my cursor. I would prefer it if the cursor just... Well, they did say during the recent Talkative Try interview that they are gonna potentially provide option. Where am I going? So what? It's down and to the right. Okay. It's down and to the right then. We are level 13. We don't really need to waste a bunch. I'm spending a bunch of time killing things here when I don't really need to, but whatever. What level is I should upgrade this. What level is Galvanic Shards? Level 14, so we need one more level anyway. Let's go ahead, excuse me, and we'll up our frag rounds since, you know, everything we need for this build is up higher. Shoot, thank you. The amount of time it takes to swap between things is just super obnoxious. Oh, I'll take a sport gem, why not? We're gonna save it though, because I want to use it on my next ability. sometimes it just takes a really long time to swap between the weapon types. Or the ammo types, sorry.
Should have stayed dead.
Okay. I actually really just don't want critical hits on this, on the ice shots, you know? It just doesn't help me. Alright. Switch back to that. Alright. I'm looking forward to switching to the actual build thing because hopefully that won't require so much. It won't require so much ammo changing. And again, like I wouldn't mind the ammo. I keep saying it. I wouldn't mind the ammo change if it was a smoother experience, but it's just not. It introduces a bunch of weird delay and like feeling like you're falling off of, like the come on, hurry up and get there. Like it's just you feel like you're doing that all the time.
Personal.
Alright, come on, freeze him. There we go.
The guillotine drops.
And now I gotta...
You cowards! Fight or die! Your time is up.
The problem is that I'm not gonna be able to spend any time fighting the dude because I'm getting swarmed under by these guys.
The guillotine drops.
So as much as I'd love to do the armor break thing on him, I'm just gonna have to sit here and do the freeze thing and hope I can get him frozen and then kill everybody that way.
Get down here. Face your death.
I have to really try to make sure I'm getting on him so that we're at least doing some damage to him. I can get him. Oh, come on, shoot. I shot at the dude there. Really needs to shoot at the guys. Go where my cursor tells you to go, not where you feel like it. That's really frustrating. Here we go.
The guillotine drops. Face your... I will rip your damn throat out.
No, you won't. What the hell?
Take their head. Face your death. The guillotine.
Alright, takes care of him.
That one was for me.
See, I'm aiming on the guy, but it insists on going after dudes. After dudes I'm not pointing at. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. We can't have this. It cannot go this way. Okay, so we got him done. That's fine. A little bit more obnoxious than I would prefer. Oh, and then I can't get him. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind the idea. It's just the execution sucks. If the execution was just better, I could get on board with this like slow, deliberate combat that they want. But they just slowed it down and they didn't balance it in any real way. So it's like, I'm gonna go into the Manor Ramparts because in a previous playthrough I had an issue with actually being able to get back to this without actually having the waypoint unlocked.
And there I thought I'd reached the manor already.
Okay,
Bugger.
there it is. Alright, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get galvanic shards quite yet, because we're not yet high enough level. But we do need to go back to town to start the next quest to get the gem. I think she gives us the gem here. Yep. To get the gem.
Enter
So we can start the quest there, and then we can disassemble these things that I know I'm not going to use. I never use lazuli rings, so I'm just going to disassemble it. There's no point in holding on to it. And have it take up inventory space. Oh, I got 2? Okay. Nice. We got 2. I can live with that. Let's see if he has anything new for us to make
Oi,
life a little
what would
bit
you like?
easier. I don't imagine he does. Ooh, okay. 16 to 38, and I think we might be getting that guy. Matter of fact, we're
Oh,
definitely
that'll
getting
back
that
a
guy. Let's see, G. And then, yeah, damage definitely goes up a fair bit off of that. So, let's go ahead and just take a second and disenchant that so we don't space out and do something stupid.
Right,
And then
here's what
I
I
don't
got.
imagine he's going to have any better lightning resistance, fire resistance. If it was fire, I wish this was fire resistance, because then we could swap it out for a better resistance. But unfortunately, we're kind of stuck with what we have. I'd like to get evasion and armor. I mean, I don't know. What does my guide tell me I need to get for gear? It's telling me I need to go for... Oh, it's not telling me anything. Well, okay, never mind. The guide is pretty useless on gear, so I'll just go for what I normally go for, which is the mercenary specific gear. It is what it is. All right, moving on. And yeah, I need one more level before we're going to be able to do that, which is typical for me. I'm typically one level down by the time I get to this point, so we end up having to fight through the Manor Ramparts to get to... is it this way? I think it might be down. It feels like it might be down. So we end up having to fight through the Manor Ramparts. See, it works really nice when it works. Does the double shot, I think it reduces, less reload speed. Supported skills have less reload speed. Okay, then I think we definitely want to take that off. Let's see if that's gotta make it feel better. It's gotta make it feel better. We'll see.
Keep back!
Alright, I might have done it to myself. It does feel significantly better.
Vile creature!
Ooh. Okay. That feels better. That feels better. I will admit that maybe I did it to myself. Certainly possible. Certainly, it seems to be clear that I did it to myself. So I will admit when I'm wrong. Ow. Okay, it definitely feels smoother. Still not at the smoothest level I'd like it to be. It still takes a little bit too long. And the aiming is still always going to be an issue, because if I can't consistently aim at what I need to aim at, then it's going to make killing these things really difficult. Ow. The only problem is that all this reloading that we're doing is causing our mana to go down a lot. Okay, so we are now high enough level to do what we need to do here. Oh no. I kind of don't want to switch to Galvanic Shards now. This feels a lot better. But we're going to go ahead and do that. So for level 5, we're supposed to take Galvanic Shards. And we'll go ahead and do it like that. And then, let's see, what support gems am I supposed to put on Galvanic Shards? It wants me to put Lightning Infusion, Conduction, Fork, or Lightning Exposure. So, we'll go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and go to Galvanic Shards. We're supposed to do... Ooh, I think... Well, The problem is that... Well, we'll do Lightning Infusion, definitely. And then it wants me to do Conduction. More likely to shock. We'll follow the build for now, but... I don't know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do Martial Tempo. Conduction is what it's telling me I'm supposed to do next, so that's fine. So let's make this that. Okay, and then, so we're supposed to get Shock Burst rounds at some point, but unfortunately, that's like way up here, so we're definitely not getting that. We do have Herald of Thunder, I do believe, right? Because we got that down here. Oh, but it's not activated yet, so that doesn't help. Let's see, I'm gonna go with Strength again, just so we can, because we need to keep our Strength and our Dexterity about the same for that. Let's see. Unfortunately, oops. I'm actually going to make this the R key so that when I hit reload, oops. So let's see. We'll do Q for this guy. We'll do Armor Piercing, and then I need a special ability for that. Voltaic Mark, once we get it, I'll probably make it that. I don't know. Let's see here. Shock Burst. Oh, hold on. So Shock Burst rounds is the second item. Emergency Reload is... Yeah, Emergency Reload's up there too. Voltaic Mark is a different ability. So let's... I think it's in a different... it's in a different set. All gems. Voltaic Mark is up there too. So we're not going to be able to use that one. So it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to do anything... I don't know. I don't know. Since I don't know if this is actually going to be something that we use consistently, I'm gonna keep my Frost Explosion thing in the background, and we'll just see how this goes. Because, yeah. I mean, it's nice when you get the chain.
Great.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. We get some decent lightning chaining happening here. Seems to be where most of the damage is coming from. Okay. There's some stunning happening. That's nice. If I could roll out of the way. Dude. Hit him. The hell was that? Just sitting there and not taking any damage at all. Okay, so the issue that we're going to have with this is that if we don't proc the Herald of Thunder, then the damage is crap. That's the problem. That's the problem. This is going to be really great for large groups of monsters if you can get the Herald of Thunder to proc really consistently, but it's just not. And like, why is this guy? He's not taking any damage at all.
Freeze! Another notch on me helmet.
I don't know, man. The Herald of Thunder has potential. Some of these guys are getting some like lightning immunity or something. Okay, I'll take it. Count's Decree. I think we get a support gem out of this, don't we? Yep, alright. So, unfortunately... So for the permafrost bolts, extra cold damage, I mean, I guess we probably want to do that because... I want to be able to shoot from farther away and freeze more people. So I think yeah. I think we want to do that. It converts more of the damage to cold damage, I think. Which will make us more likely to freeze when we use it. Yo.
Bloody horrors!
And when we get to big boss fights like this guy, or not big boss fights, but you know what I mean, like tougher dudes, we'll switch back to our old tried and true explode them to death method for now. Because right now the galvanic shards is just not.
One down. Who's next?
The galvanic shards are not, especially for single target damage, it's just really not doing it. Seems to be okay for like killing trash packs and stuff like that because the Herald of Thunder does some AoE stuff and kind of helps out with killing things. But then once I start getting into single target damage, oh no, it's just not doing it. Alright, well, we've made it to Ogham Manor, and we are at the end of an episode. So hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, because some people do like going outside of... Oh, that's a new button. Nice! Some people do like to go outside of YouTube to help out with channels, so that option is there for your convenience. So again, thank you very much for watching this episode. Be sure to come back tomorrow, where hopefully we'll kill the main boss and move on to act number 2. And I'll see you then.